Indian economy was completely underdeveloped because of their exploitative policy. So it was necessary to reconstruct the economy after the independence. In this chapter, we will study about Indian economy during 1950 to 1990. The chapter, the chapter starts with types of economic system. There are three types of economic system. They are capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. Is an economy. It's an economic system based on the private ownership of production. That means it is an economic system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit. So very important point is capitalist economy is function for the profit. It depends on the market forces of demand and supply. If the market depends upon only demand according to the demand and supply. Next, socialist economy. It is an economic system based on the public ownership of means of production. That means the ownership of production is completely under the government. It is not depends upon the profit. Whereas mixed economy is a mixture of public and private ownership. That means in mixed economy, both public will be given importance and private also will be given importance. That is free market with government intervention. Both the demand and supply will be the market forces along with the government intervention. An example for capitalist economy now it is Hong Kong, Singapore are capitalist economy. A socialist economy, China we can call a socialist economy, and mixed economy, India is a best example. Year 1950 is a very important year in the history of Indian economy because in 1950 Planning Commission was set up in India with the Prime Minister as its chairperson, and the first 5-year plan was launched in 1951. 1951 to 1956, the first 5-year plan was known as Harrod-Domar model. And the second 5-year plan was started in 1956. The duration was 1956 to 1961. The second 5-year plan was known as P.C. Mahalanobis model. Likewise, we completed the 12th 5-year plan during the year 2012 to 2017. After that, 2015 to 15 onwards, Planning Commission was replaced by Niti Aayog. Now, Planning Commission is no more. It was replaced by Niti Aayog. I am giving you a work, students. You can find out the details of all the 5-year plans, all the 12 5-year plans, the duration and the target and the name and what are the other important points in the 5-year plans. Please try to do it. Let us now discuss about the goals of 5-year plan. Every 5-year plan is developed with a specific goal in mind. As I told you earlier, the first 5-year plan was for agriculture. The second 5-year plan was for industry. Likewise. However, there are basically some generalized goals of 5-year plan. They are growth, modernization, self-reliance, and equity. We can discuss in detail. Five-year plan is growth. Growth refers to increasing the country's capacity to produce the output of goods and services within the country. When economy achieves steady increase in GDP, we can say the country is in a growth path. As you know, GDP is the value of all goods and all final goods and services produced in a country in a year. So gross domestic product of a country is derived from all the three sectors, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. All the three sectors contribution will consider in GDP or economic growth. So contribution from each sector makes the structural composition of the economy. Some country contributes more in primary sector. Other countries may be in service sector. In your textbook, page number 31, it's given a structural composition of the three sectors in our country during the year 1950 and 1990. From this table, it is clear that in India, agriculture sector was given more importance or contribution more to GDP from agricultural sector. Whereas during 1990, the service sector is giving more importance or more contribution to the GDP during 1990. The goal of 5-year plan is modernization. To increase the production of goods and services, the producers have to adopt a new technology. Adoption of new technology is called the modernization. For example, a farmer can increase the output on the farm by using new seed varieties instead of using the old ones. Similarly, a factory can increase output by using new type of machine. So adoption of new technology is called modernization. Modernization includes changes in social outlook also, like gender empowerment, equal rights to men and women, etc. Next goals of 5-year plan is self-reliance. Self-reliance refers to reducing dependence on external resources to a negligible level. A nation can promote economic growth and modernization by using its own resources or by importing from other nations. Self-reliance means reducing the dependency on the other nation. The first 7 5-year plans gave importance to self-reliance, which means avoiding imports of those goods which could be produced in India itself in order to reduce the dependency on foreign countries. Now we are moving to the next goal of 5-year plan, that is equity. Equity refers to the equitable distribution of income and wealth, improving weaker section of the society. GDP growth, modernization, and self-reliance may not improve the life of the people when a country develops, it is important to ensure that the benefits of the economic prosperity reaches the poor section also. Every Indian should be able to meet his or her basic needs such as food, shelter, education, and health care, and inequality in the distribution of wealth should be reduced. In short, equity aims to raise the standard of living of all the people and promote social justice. So these are the goals of 5-year plan.